Hello and welcome to my fire signs. Fire signs being Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. Welcome to your week ahead reading with me, Intuitive Rene. I am shuffling the Little Buddha Tarot, which is the deck I've decided to work with today. And we are looking at the week of what's the date? The 4th to the 10th of December 2022. So fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, I am giving the cards a shuffle. I am asking that the cards that come through be relevant and appropriate for you for the week ahead, that they give you the guidance, the clarity and the understanding that you need for the week ahead. Just what is the energy, what do you need to be aware of, what do you need to be mindful of, etc. for the week ahead. All right, so cards are shuffled. I think I'm happy with that shuffle. Put them together. Let's cut the deck over there. I don't have questions or a specific spread to work with today, so I'm just going to draw off the top. I'm going to let the cards speak their own language. I'm going to let them tell us whatever it is that we need to hear. So fire signs, card number 1 that we have is the Page of Pentacles. Now, I mean, let's just look at this page for a second. Here he has behind him this treasure box, okay? And on top of the treasure box, we have all of these books and treasure boxes and all sorts of other things. All his, sorry, I didn't realize we were skewed. All his worldly possessions right there on top of him. And he's got a sash around him, which tells you that he feels like he's confident and capable and enthusiastic, like he's got some achievements behind him. He actually reminds me of a little Scouts boy. You know, he's got his little sash on with all his ribbons of achievement and success, his little hat on, and he's holding something that he's really proud of, something that he feels like he's actually done really well with. So Page of Pentacles is saying to you to be proud of your accomplishments, even though you may be a beginner, even though you may be a fair novice at whatever it is that you're doing, but he's definitely saying to you that it's okay to have pride in what it is that you're doing, what it is that's happening around you, even if you haven't quite mastered it yet, okay? And I think for us for the week ahead, I say us because I am also a fire sign, for us for the week ahead, you know, we need to take pride in our actions, in the things that we've accomplished and the things that we do. But it's also, I think, a reminder to tell you that don't let your insecurities or your doubts hold you back from attempting something, because everybody fails the first time. Everybody takes a time or two before they actually get it right. And connected to that, we have the beautiful Queen of Swords. Isn't she gorgeous? I just absolutely love her. So Queen of Swords typically on most decks is not an overly fabulous card, because she's the kind of person who doesn't take nonsense. She's the kind of person who's going to speak her mind. She doesn't mind if she upsets you. She doesn't mind if you get a bit irritated with her. If she's got something to say, if she has an opinion, she's going to share that opinion with you. And she does it really with good intentions, because she's not doing it to hurt you. She's doing it to try and help you. So now we start understanding the message that's coming through. So this week, if you need to be confident and brave and courageous in doing things, even if you know you're not going to succeed, there will always be people who are going to be judgy. There are always going to be people who are going to question and judge your behavior, your actions, and your work methods. So don't feel like you need to please everybody. All right. So this is about you understanding that you're still learning, that there's still growth, that there's still opportunity. And if other people aren't happy with what you're doing or how you're doing it, it's on them. Don't try and please everybody, okay? Don't try and please everybody. So 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups ties in so beautifully actually with the Page of Pentacles, because the 7 of Cups is the card that tells you that you will always have choices. There will always be options. There will always be other things that you can do, okay? So even though we're starting out and we're fresh and we're beginning and all of these kind of things, we're not going to be able to please everybody. There are always going to be those that are going to question us and judge us and tell us how we should do it better or how we should do it differently. And the 7 of Cups here is basically saying to you that understand that you are always in the driver's seat, and that you are the one that makes the choices. You are the one that makes the decisions. And that's because you're the one that has to live with the consequences of your choices and your actions. So, but if you don't try things, you will never know which is the right decision to make. If you don't give things an opportunity, if you don't try something for the first time, the second time, or the third time, how will you ever know if it's what you want? So again, don't let people tell you you're no good at that. Don't let people tell you, oh no, you shouldn't try that, you should rather try. Don't listen to other people. It's really about you focusing on yourself, focusing on your choices, your decisions, because ultimately you're the one that has to live with the consequences of your choices. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. Now, first of all, look at that expression on his face, a little bit of shock, horror, gasp, okay? Now, he's standing on one foot. He is balancing on the one foot, and he is juggling two coins. We have this lemniscate, or the infinity symbol that's going on here, which tells you it's ongoing, it is continuous, it is repetitive. Look at what's happening behind him. We have got some crazy ocean water happening behind him. The little boats are being, pushed around and up and then down, and it is crazy. So as much as there is crazy emotion and energy and stuff happening around him, he is trying to remain balanced, he's trying to remain calm, and he's trying to navigate so many things all at once. And the interesting thing here about our Two of Pentacles, the interesting thing here about him is he is coping, okay? As much as it is difficult and as much as it may be, frightening and scary for him, the truth of the matter is he is actually coping. He's actually doing really well. So, fire signs, try something new. Even if you failed at it before, just because you didn't succeed previously doesn't mean you won't succeed this time. It's definitely a week to climb up out of your comfort zones and to try something, knowing that there is a chance of failure and being okay with that, but saying, I'm going to try it anyway. We're not going to pay attention to all the naysayers. We're not going to pay attention to what everybody else has to say. We're going to focus on ourselves. We're going to focus on our progress, and we're going to focus on, I'm going to keep trying until I decide that I'm not doing it anymore, because the decisions are ultimately yours. Nobody's ever going to take that away from you. Nobody can ever tell you what to do. Well, yes, they can, but it's your choice to take their advice or not. And hopefully this week you're not going to take the advice, because even though you are navigating so much, and even though all you're trying to do is maintain equilibrium and maintain balance in your life, there is a lot going on in the background that you are still affected by, influenced by, but you are rock solid. Sorry, didn't mean to bump it. You are rock solid, rock steady in your resolve, and that's why you will succeed regardless of what everybody else says. Taking another one because I like where the story is going. You see, so here we have the Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords ordinarily is not a very positive card, because there are three people, and you've heard the saying, three's a crowd. We've got one person who wants to do one thing. We've got somebody who's trying to keep the balance, and you've got one other person who is horribly disappointed and upset and devastated. So you've got this person who's trying to make peace between these two, but you've got this person over here who's going like, I don't care, I'm going to do what I like to do. So here we have a little bit of arrogance and almost bully aggressiveness. Here we have somebody who is always just giving into quickly, giving into soon, not really standing up for themselves, and always feeling like they're just the loser. And then you've got, like I said, this person who's trying to play mediator between all of them. Now, fire signs, the question to ask here is, which one of these are you? Are you that one? Are you this one? Or are you this one? So you could be a little bit of all of them. And I think with this week that you have going into, okay, the week that you have coming up, you actually need to stop being this person. You need to stop being this person. You need to be a little bit less than this person, okay? Because we don't want to be aggressive, and we don't want to be too assertive, and we don't want to be too full of ourselves, but at the same time, we need to stop feeling sorry for ourselves and giving in all the time, and we also need to stop taking into account everybody else's feelings and trying to find balance. We need to take control for ourselves, because that's what's going on here, regardless of what other people say, because ultimately the decision is yours. And actually, you've got this. You know exactly how to navigate and how to handle this. One more card. We have the Chariot, and I'm not surprised to see the Chariot come through, because the Chariot is about understanding the journey that you're on, understanding the road that you're traveling, and not stopping until you arrive at your destination. The Chariot is the card that talks about focused attention, okay? And the Chariot is also the card that reminds you that you're not just starting out on your journey, but you're also not close to the finish. You are part way. There is still a ways to go, but you need to recognize that paying attention to what lays ahead is the way that you will safely achieve the outcomes that you need to achieve. And final card, fire signs, for the week ahead. Oh, What a way to end it off. What a way to end it off. 10 of Pentacles. So here he is at his, I'm going to refer to it as a shrine. We have the tree of life placed here in front of him. And you might be familiar with the symbol, you might not be. But basically the tree of life has got all of these, I'm going to call them and reference them as destinations. Each one of these discs with this white card beneath it is almost an indication of an achievement, an accomplishment, a lesson learned, an experience gained, okay? And the tree is full. You can see that. And he's arrived at this tree and he's like, oh, wow. You know, for the first time, he's actually seeing all that he's achieved and all that he's accomplished. So we start the week off feeling a little bit uncertain, a little bit insecure, a little bit doubtful of ourselves, not of anything else, just of ourselves. But we end the week off, fire signs, feeling super confident, seeing truth, seeing experience, seeing opportunity, seeing how far we've come. And that is pretty awesome. So all in all, a really positive week, fire signs. Nothing to be concerned about except people who have nothing good to say to you. If anybody is in any kind of judgment or any kind of concern around what you're capable of doing, just outrightly ignore them. Pay them no attention, because understand and remind yourself that you are in control here, that even though it seems like it's all a little bit messy, you've actually got this figured out, okay? But it's about choosing the role that you're going to play in the situation, deciding, actively choosing and deciding the role that you're going to play, and then staying focused on that, because that is how you succeed and that is how you have victory above all else. So fire signs, I'm wishing you an amazing week ahead. Take care of yourselves, look after yourselves, and as always, with love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care.